Welcome. I know what you're reading the title for, but anyway, as a look, I think people have confirmed, like, right, so people have confirmed that WB and Fortnite are going to collaborate more together than usual. They're going to have Multiverse 2 coming out soon enough, which is going to probably play a part in Fortnite. Now, how it's September, right? Now, JoJo was coming out in the 23rd of September this year. Now, you're probably wondering why I could think possibly there could be a JoJo collab. Now, here's reasons why. I think Fortnite do want to do a JoJo collab because obviously they have so many references to JoJo. You got Hannah, which is literally what looks like a Jolene ripoff. I actually have the skin actually. Hold on, where is the skin? I have the skin. And also the death skin behind her does the Dio pose as well. Where's Hannah? I had her somewhere. Or don't tell me I got rid of her because I probably did. She's probably in the archives. Probably. Let's check. She's probably in the archives. Who the fuck is this? Probably in the archives. I while I'm trying to find her. I think her name's Hannah, so I can just probably find her. Uh, um. So yeah, I don't think her name. What? No, I'll have a wee look outside the archive. Sorry. Um, but I just think for it to work, I don't think it would. There she is. Um, yeah, she doesn't look like. So this is basically what she's supposed to look like. Like, look at this. See, she kind of just looks similar to Jolene. Um, oh, sorry. Um, sorry, went off topic. Um, and the death did a Dio pose, by the way. And one of the characters, Fortnite characters, I don't know who, has a tattoo of Jolene's butterfly. Now, now, what I'm thinking of, and this is my theory, WB has the rights for JoJo. Like, they have the rights to, stream JoJo on Netflix and all that stuff. Like, they have the rights to do all this stuff because Araki gave JoJo to WB, but David Productions is still producing it. Like, no matter what, like, David Productions will still produce JoJo and will not like give it to anyone else because remember what happened to Part 6? Yeah, when Netflix took over David Productions' job, they're like, fuck yous. And they're like, you know what, let's make this shit. And then there you go. That's how Part 6 looks like shit. Um, but now Part 7's coming out in this year, in this month, the 23rd of September. Um, I have no clue if WB are going to give a collaboration with Fortnite. And here's my issue. What would it be? Yeah, that's a good question because the reason why is simply because since it's part seven, since it's part seven, they usually put the newest thing. But I actually worry because I don't know how they're gonna implement Johnny because Johnny's back is broke and we don't want to play as a wheelchair as a person in a wheelchair because we haven't played. I don't think there is a Fortnite character that is in a wheelchair. I don't know. I haven't seen. Yeah. Um. So, what do I think if there was a collab of JoJo potentially? I say, in my opinion, and this is my opinion as a JoJo fan, and I would say most likely what would be the case. It would be like the Jujutsu Kaisen, like that. So there'd be wave one, and then there'd be wave two. So wave one is usually heroes, and wave two is usually the villains. Now, wave one is quite easy. Wave one would be quite easy. I would say Jolene and Jotaro. Those are the two strongest popular characters since a lot of people like Jolene and also like Jotaro. And then you got Dio and Pucci. Same thing. Two popular main villains. Now, when it comes to third character, that's where I'm struggling. Because I was thinking of Joseph, but then when you think of the villains, I don't know if Cars is that popular. Like, right, so you get like when you think of JoJo, you always think of Jotaro and Dio. Like those are the two main powerhouses that get you into JoJo. Like you will like when you look at what JoJo is, you see Dio and Jotaro. That's like the most popular characters in JoJo. Like Jotaro and Dio. And then Jolene is kind of popular as well in her own right, and Pucci is popular in his own right. However, when it comes to the third character, Joseph could be the one that would be popular in the hero section, but in the villain section, Cars, you don't just see him being more popular than like what I mean is like marketing, like markable, like in a marketing sense. Like, would Fortnite actually put cars in the game? I wouldn't think so because I don't think he's that popular. Like right. Look. No offense. I like cars. He's one of my favorite villains. But in terms of like popularity, like Fortnite always goes for the normal thing. So like the most OG thing. So let's say for example, like the new Power Rangers, how we just have the normal OG Power Rangers, and we don't have like the Dino Riders, we don't have the Samurai, we don't have all these sorts of things. We don't have all these Power Rangers. We just have the original Power Rangers, like all them, just all those Power Rangers, like Tommy Oliver, like everybody, like every original character. But in terms of JoJo, it's difficult since Cars is a little bit less popular when you think about it. Like in the marketing sense, should I say? Like for example, For example, My Hero Academia. You have Deku, All Might, Bakuga. I think I might get his name wrong, but it's the one that does explosions. I can't pronounce her name. Okura. I might be pronouncing that wrong. And Moto, where the one with the red hair and the white hair. I forgot his name, to be honest with you. That's five characters in My Hero Academia. That's five. And there's Wave 2, which is the villains, the most popular villains. You have the Decay one, you have the Blood one. I forget their names, to be honest with you. I forgot their names. And you have the one with the lighter, I think. Yeah, you have three of them. But let's just say, how many characters can they do? What I mean is, like, if they were allowed to do five heroes and five villains, it'd be very easy. Like, I think it'd be very easy for JoJo sense, because literally you can just do part two, Joseph, and you can have give him a style which is the old Joseph. Jotaro, you can give him the styles like part four, part five, and part six. You can go for Josuke if you want. I don't think people like what I think is I don't think they would go for part four if they're restricted to only three heroes and three villains. I think they'll go for Jotaro, Jolene, Joseph, or Journal, and that's just like break even. But if they were to do Steel Ball Run, they'll probably have to do Gyro and Valentine. Now, what would be the emotes or the black billings? Well, obviously, the black blings of Jotaro would probably be most likely a tarot card. And Dio's would probably be a cogwheel because, like, he can stop time. Um, would they have mythics? I wouldn't think so because it's probably hard to implement stands into the game. I don't know how hard or easy it would be. I don't think it'd be possible, but I think you can do it because since JoJo the Last Survivor, which is a exclusive Japanese arcade game, whereas a battle royale JoJo game, and only Japanese people can play. Um, I mean that as well. Like you can probably implement that game thing to Fortnite, and like you can get a stand and you can get it to fight for you. But I don't. I think they'd be overpowered. In my opinion, I think they'll be overpowered because like think about it, it'd be chaotic as fuck, and probably and the Fortnite championship would be fucking screwed. He's fucking screwed. Yeah, I wouldn't think that they would do mythics. Um, but when it comes to JoJo, it's kind of like a hard subject for Fortnite because since they want to do the most popular and the most like recognizable, they only have a few options as opposed to like doing whatever the fuck they want. So most likely there's gonna be Dio, Jolene, and Jotaro. Those are the main three that they're gonna have to do. Because they have done Jolene before, like as I showed you all the references to Jolene. and they did the Dio pose. Now the black blings again. Sorry. The Jolene's black bling would be like the heart with the tattoo going around, or the ball, like the not the basketball, and whenever you kill someone, it untwines and all that stuff like Jolene's stand, or they can have just an action figure of their of their stands on their back. That'd be funny. Um, Poses, no emotes will obviously be like the Jotaro pointing, Jolene's um Jolene's pose, which I don't know what that is. Um, and Dio's pose would be easy because yeah. If they did jam tracks, I wouldn't think so. Because they never done jam tracks for anime. Because like, look, if you go into One Punch Man, for example, like literally, I bought One Punch Man because literally I like One Punch Man. I think they should have added one more character. You know that guy with the turtle. What's his name? The guy with the turtle helmet, and he's in Class C. Like the one that fought that. Yeah, him. I like him. I do like him. Like if you get like let's say for example, I'm gonna just copy from this. Like it's just three characters, and okay. So first one Jotaro. Second one would be tarot cards. Jotaro's pose. Then you got the melee weapon. Actually, that's a good question. I didn't think about the melee weapon. Mm, I think it'd be Star Platinum's fists, or better yet, Starfinger. Maybe it's like just a large Starfinger. That'd be funny. Um, Probably be like Josuke or something like that, or Giorno or like Joseph. That place looks cool though, not gonna lie. Um, you can have Hermit Purple as the Black Bling or whatever. I don't know who they're gonna have for that one. And like whatever pose he has. You see, if I was doing it, I would probably do the safest option and just do Joseph. But since the if since the villains have to copy, like since the villains has to be the same, it has to be cars. Or we can put Josuke and the killer and it'd be Kira. It's very hard to do because like cars to me doesn't like when you think of JoJo, you don't really think of cars because like he's just in the part two. Like I know part two is some of people's favorites, and it's my favorite as well. But as like a person who doesn't know JoJo, let's say I'm going into the mind of someone who doesn't know JoJo, and you just heard about it, and all you know is just Jotaro and Dio. That's all you know, and Jolene. It's very hard to think of the fourth one, the third one. Like you probably know Joseph. Yeah, like everyone knows Joseph because oh my god, that'll be the emote for his one if it was Joseph. However, it has to copy from the other villain, so it has to be Cars, and you'd probably be thinking, who the fuck's this guy? Or Wamu. I don't know. I don't think Wamu either. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who'd be the third villain if it was that way because it would make sense if it was Diablo. Mm, Yeah, it would make sense. Kira would be good. Kira would be good villain because he's really good in Part 4. Hmm. I just don't think I just don't know what'll be the villain. I honestly don't know if they do JoJo. Um, like in wave sense, if I was doing it, this is what I'd be doing. Fuck the fucking verify 2. I would do it like this. I would do it like this. Wave 1, heroes. I would do Jotaro, Jolene, Joseph, and Josuke. What about Giorno? I mean, like, Giorno is good. Don't get me wrong, he is good. But it's quite hard to think of. Uh, uh, I don't think there's potential, should I say. I like my Power 5 is a masterpiece. The Power 5 is the reason why I love JoJo. But as opposed to like, I'm just thinking what would be the most JoJo thing that any JoJo fan would buy. So what I'm thinking is just Jotaro, Jolene, Joseph, and Josuke. And probably Giorno down the line when you get to wave 3. If there is a wave 3. I don't know if any anime went to wave 3, but so that's like the hero side. Now for the villain side, which is be Kira, Dio, Pucci, and see that fucks me up now still. The Cars one. I put Cars there, fuck it. Like with the other villains, you probably will have to fucking know some knowledge of JoJo. Because like Kira's a good one. Kira's a good one. Not gonna lie, Kira is a good one. Diablo isn't really a good one as well. Just want to mention Dio Brando Part One Dio probably be a good style skin because like that'd be a great style skin if it was in a battle pass. So right, fuck that. Imagine if it was in a battle pass. JoJo was in a battle. So fucking hell. That's even worse. Okay, I think if it was in the battle pass, it'd be much easier though. Because think about it, you can have more than you think. Like, let's say, for example, it was like the Pirates of the Caribbean, like that one, but it was for JoJo. Let's just say for that, you get the profile picture of JoJo, the JoJo text or the menacing text, wherever it is. Then you get Dio, you get Jotaro, and then you get Jolene, Josuke, Giorno, Jonathan. Like, imagine like each page is a hero and a villain from each part. So, like, let's say, for example, part one, Jonathan. Part two, Joseph. Part three, Jotaro. And then within those ones, you get Cars, Dio Brando, but it's a selectable style because in part three, Dio is one of the styles. And then 4, Kira, Josuke. Then part 5, Jordan. I accidentally near skipped part 5. Giorno, Diablo, then Jolene and Pucci. I don't know if they'd be doing part 7 because the reason why would be because since it's set in a different universe. Oh my god, how long I've been blabbering this about? 24 fucking minutes. Jesus Christ, man. I need help. I need fucking help. I'm talking about JoJo for 24 minutes. For fuck's sake. Anyway, look, at the end of the day, I don't know if they'll do JoJo, but people have been wanting JoJo in Fortnite, and I'm up for it. I am up for it. It's just that I don't know what they would do with that idea and that franchise. I hope they do something good with it. I'll instantly. I can't go buy it. Oh man, when that drops, man, my wallet will. Yeah, boom, boom. Shut up and take the. Shut up and take my money. That's me. Oh man, what? But anyway, enough rumors. But anyway, I'm doing a project in Minecraft. Anyway, might be doing some fast food. Well, I know. I don't think so. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that. Doesn't matter. Anyway, no, that's just it. Like, I don't. I do the order tomorrow. The order 886, whatever the fuck it's called. It's now nearly 12, so yeah. Anyway, I just need to relax, take a break, and take a chill pill. See you tomorrow. Bye.